a dark, empty parking garage, a single car stands under a flickering light. An exhausted nurse, just off her shift, approaches her vehicle, keys clutched tightly in her hand. As she settles in, she glances in the rearview mirror. What she sees sends chills down her spine. A pale woman with a haunting, terrifying smile, sharp teeth glistening, dark stains at her gums. In a panic, the nurse bolts from the car, her screams echoing through the hollow garage. Security guards arrive, checking the back seat, their puzzled expressions revealing the chilling truth. There's no one there. Days later, news reports reveal another attack at that same garage. Then, at a gas station, the nurse spots that woman again, standing eerily by the air pump, waving with a knowing smile, her jagged teeth glimmering in the moonlight. Haunted, the nurse checks her backseat obsessively, fear twisting her features. In crowds, a grocery store, a bus, a coffee shop, the pale woman lurks, always watching. In crowds, a grocery store, a bus, a coffee shop, the pale woman lurks, always watching. In crowds, a grocery store, a bus, a coffee shop, the pale woman lurks, always watching. And in a final, heart-pounding moment, as the nurse breathes a sigh of relief, her back seat appears empty. Or is it? A shadow stirs in the corner.
She was already in my car when I got in. I just did not see her until it was almost too late. This happened last November on the coldest night of the year. I had just finished a late shift at the hospital where I work as a nurse. It was nearly midnight, and the parking garage was completely empty except for my car on the 3rd level. I was exhausted, the kind of tired where your eyes burn and your body moves on autopilot. I walked to my car with my keys already in my hand, not paying attention to anything around me. I unlocked the door, tossed my bag onto the passenger seat, and climbed inside. I was about to start the engine when I glanced at my rearview mirror. My blood turned to ice. There was a woman sitting in my back seat. She was pressed into the corner behind the passenger seat. Her body folded unnaturally small, like she was trying to hide. Her face was pale, and her eyes were wide open, staring directly at me through the mirror. She did not blink. She did not move. She just stared. For a moment I thought I was hallucinating from exhaustion. I blinked hard and looked again. She was still there, real, solid, breathing. I wanted to scream, but nothing came out. My hand was frozen on the steering wheel. My legs would not move. It was like my entire body had forgotten how to function. Then she smiled. It was the most terrifying smile I have ever seen. Too wide for her face. Her lips pulled back to show gums that were dark and bleeding. Her teeth were filed down to sharp points like little daggers. That smile broke whatever spell was holding me frozen. I threw open my door and ran. I did not look back. I did not grab my bag or my phone. I just ran screaming through the parking garage until I found a security guard near the elevator. I was hysterical, crying, shaking. I could barely get the words out. The guard called for backup and 3 of them went up to check my car. They found it exactly as I left it. Door open, keys still in the ignition, my bag on the passenger seat, but no woman. The back seat was empty. No sign that anyone had been there. No fingerprints, no footprints, nothing. The guards looked at me like I was crazy. They suggested maybe I was overtired and seeing things. Maybe it was a reflection or a shadow. I let them believe that because the alternative was too terrifying to explain. But I know what I saw. She was real. She was in my car, and she was waiting for me. 2 weeks later, I was working another late shift. Around 11 at night, one of my coworkers asked if I had heard about the incident. My stomach dropped. Apparently, a woman had been attacked in the same garage just 3 nights after my experience. She had gotten into her car without checking the back seat. Someone hiding inside had grabbed her from behind. She managed to escape by crashing her car into a pillar and running. The attacker was never caught, but witnesses described a woman with pale skin and dark hair, small enough to hide in tight spaces, fast enough to disappear before security arrived. I felt sick. That could have been me. That should have been me. But the story does not end there. Last week I was getting gas at a station near my apartment. It was late again, around 10 at night. I was standing outside my car waiting for the tank to fill when I noticed something. A woman was watching me from across the parking lot. She was standing perfectly still next to the air pump. Pale skin, dark hair, unnaturally thin. Even from that distance I recognized the smile, those filed teeth catching the light. She raised one hand slowly and waved at me. Not a friendly wave, a knowing wave, like she was saying hello to an old friend. The gas pump clicked off, but I did not move. I just stood there staring at her. My heart was pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. Then, a truck drove between us, blocking my view for just 2 seconds. When it passed, she was gone, vanished, like she had never been there at all. I drove home with all my doors locked, and my eyes constantly checking every mirror. I searched my entire car before getting in. I have done that every single time since. But here is the thing that keeps me awake at night. I have started noticing her everywhere. In crowds at the grocery store, standing at the back of the bus, sitting alone in coffee shop corners, always watching, always smiling, that horrible smile. She never approaches, she never speaks, she just watches. I do not know who she is. I do not know what she wants. But I know one thing with absolute certainty. She chose me that night in the parking garage, and for whatever reason, she let me go. But she is not done with me. She is just waiting. And one day, when I forget to check the backseat, she will be there again. This time, she will not let me run.